Your spirit guides are always with you, guiding you, giving you nudges, information, and knowledge. And the problem is, most of the time, is you don't know how to connect and receive what it is they're giving. Unlocking the power of your spirit guides is a process. It's a deep understanding of what happens when you work with your spirit guides and how they come into your life. And who are they? And are they judging you? Because when you're doing that little shady thing or working a little left-hand magic, are they like, peace, I'm out. I'm leaving this human. They're not worth guidance anymore. No, that isn't what happens. They are not. So let's talk about what is a spirit guide first. Now, there are many of us who commune with and discuss and contemplate with a lot of spirit guides. And in fact, when I do sessions one-on-one with other humans, most of the time I feel like my spirit guides are talking to their spirit guides and bringing information in through this flow. And so I'm sharing this with you from my own personal experience, the teachings and trainings that I've had from a multitude of other teachers and masters of spirit guidance. And because I cross between the world of human and spirit world commonly, it's like I live with one foot in both worlds. I'm bringing this to you not from only a teaching perspective, but from a personal perspective and from the thousands of humans that I've worked with to truly unlock the power of their spirit guides. My name is Taverly. I'm a high priestess. I am the founder of the Moon Temple Mystery School. I'm also a student of life. I'm a shadow walker. I'm someone that believes strongly that everyone has access to these gifts, to this knowledge, and I'm here to give it to you as easily digestible as I can and give you tools and practices that you can bring into your human existence easily, without all the dogma, without making it complicated. Because to me, if I just launch you into the spirit world time and time again and don't give you the practical tools on how does that impact your daily life, then it feels like it misses a part of the recipe of living this magical life that I get to live, that you get to live, if we decide to. So what is a spirit guide? A spirit guide is actually someone that is assigned to you from birth. In fact, we could go even before birth and say that your soul, in its time in the cosmos, when it decided to incarnate as a human, brought in a team and said, all right, I choose you, and you. You're going to come and help me ride out this human earth school. And so they come with you from the time that you're born, which means the ancestors or family or friends that die in your lifetime, they might be guides or spirits that visit you, but they wouldn't technically be your spirit guides because they're not with you since birth. And it's not that their knowledge, wisdom, and support has any less meaning. Actually, it doesn't. It can be just as impactful. But they wouldn't be classified as a spirit guide. So spirit guides are with you since birth. And there's usually more than one. They might come at different stages and times in your life. They might come like as a posse. I call it a council, but they might come as a posse. They might only appear to you as the way that you are commonly used to seeing guides. Now, let's go down this little rabbit hole for a moment of what does my spirit guide look like? What is their name? And I'm going to ask you, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Because it's a feeling that when they're with you and communing with you, they have a feeling that you have a feeling that you can associate to that particular guide in your body. Because technically, they're an orb of light. When they come to you, if you see them visually or in your mind's eye or you hear them, they are doing that for your benefit, for you to be able to more easily digest their appearance. Because a lot of us don't walk around being used to seeing just orbs of light hovering around us. I mean, I see orbs of light a lot, but my spirit guides come to me in human form. And because most spirit guides are those that have been a human before or have walked in earth school before, they might come from a previous time and generation or a different culture. So even if they come to you in their original version or one of their versions of a human, you might not be able to recognize them because they might look very different than you're used to seeing. So I want you to just shed the need to see a spirit guide in a particular way, shape, or form, and instead just be open to seeing them in the way that they're showing themselves to you in this moment. It can change in this moment because that's what they believe you can digest. I mean, you're welcome to ask them to show you as orbs of light if you prefer. So spirit guides. So that was just a little rabbit hole. The second thing is the name. I know a lot of people like to assign names to spirit guides, and that's totally fine. But again, know that the name that they might give you, or the name that you might feel whenever that energy comes in your body, is likely to be something that you are willing to digest. If they come from a completely different part of the earth when they were incarnated as a human, that name, if they give you it and it's just a combination of letters and symbols, you might not even know how to pronounce that. So remember that they're going to come to you in a way that you are able to digest. So now we know we have these spirit guides. And listen, if you have not yet connected to your spirit guides and you think, I don't know if I have spirit guides, you do. You might chalk it up to intuition or synchronicities or some other blasé thing that happens in your human world. You may do that, but it's likely your spirit guides. And there's a difference between spirit guides and your own like soul level intuition. But again, when you learn to trust and receive that information, I'll ask you, does it matter the difference? If you got the information that you needed in your body and it made your life better or impacted your life, made things more clear, brought more peace, brought knowledge, wisdom, information, opened doors, doesn't matter the source. Okay, so I'm telling you, you have spirit guides. Here's the thing. They operate on the principle of consent. They are guides. They are not magicians. You are the magician of your life. You are the one that creates beliefs, thoughts, patterns, and desires and brings them into your human reality. You are. They don't do that. They just guide. So if you want to work with your spirit guide, there is so much power in helping to steer you in the next step or in the longer term vision or in creating flow or in changing energy in your body or just giving you acknowledgement of something that you desire to know. Angels and archangels sit in this category. For some spiritual or witchy coaches, that they are the same as spirit guides, and they're actually not. I believe archangels and angels can be called in and be utilized as a support guidance, but they don't necessarily walk with you since birth. They are the big guns, especially the archangels. They are a beautiful way to bring into your practice a different level of energies. In fact, they sit at a different dimensional level, right? Your spirit guides are playing in this human realm with you, although they come from a different dimension at this moment as an orb of light. Yet archangels are even higher levels of dimension that haven't necessarily been human form. So the energy they bring in is different. You can invite them in. Of course, you can do lots of working with angels and archangels, as I do. And yet I would not classify them as a spirit guide. I want you to think of your spirit guides as your own personal thermometer system that can come in and give you information. They can be with you every moment. And they also show you that you are never alone. You're never alone. They're always there. They're always available. They might not give you instantaneous gratification in a big ritual or spell that you want this or help me with this or fix this. What they will do instead is leave a breadcrumb trail. So when you decide that you want to truly access the power of your spirit guides, invite them in verbally, do a ritual, a spell, sit with them, sit in silence, sit in meditation, and ask, I am open to receiving your knowledge, your wisdom, your synchronicities, your signs, your symbols. And then your work is to open yourself to receive. And I always suggest in mystery school with any students I work with one-on-one, I do a lot of one-on-one mentoring, any receiving for you, any request that you've put out, then document it. I invite you to even set up a separate notebook. I've got mine right here that is just for spirit guides. And note down any synchronicities or wild things that happen in the day, any inner knowings that come up, any doors that randomly open for you, any conversations you have about a person that you haven't talked to in 10 years and all of a sudden they reach out on Facebook. All of these different little things that come up that we normally don't track. We just go, wow, our mind is blown in that moment. I'm inviting you to track it, note it down. It's powerful to look back at how much information you've been given along the way. And the receiving part can be a little bit more of a challenge for all of us. How we receive in our human world is how we receive in the spirit world. So I ask you, are you open to receiving help, compliments, communication from others? Are you open to receiving? Do you know how to listen? These are all skills that you can learn as a human that will impact how you receive from the spirit world as well. I came home not yesterday, but a couple of days ago after doing my daily little just errand runs in the community I live in. You know, I'm puttering around, taking care of my house, and I walked through my living room and there's this ginormous little, that's interesting. This, it felt ginormous energy, little feather that was just sitting right in the middle of my room. Now, I don't have any birds in my house. I don't have any breezes coming through because the air conditioning is on, so my altars aren't moving. And right in the middle of my room is this white feather, fluffy white feather. I just giggled in joy. I picked it up. I said, thank you, thank you. I didn't necessarily know what it meant. I took it as a, we're here. I said, thank you. And then I added it to my altar. And that's the other thing, is that we oftentimes try to perceive what the meaning is. And sometimes we know immediately. Sometimes just whatever's happening in our life and we have questions or we're looking for confirmation, some little synchronicity or gift like a feather just appears. And it's just a way of saying, we're here. We've got you. We see you. And if you desire to know more about what that meaning is, ask, well, what did this mean? Why did I find 10 pennies stacked up in a row in the middle of the parking lot when I pulled into the grocery store the other day? Why did that happen? Sometimes you'll find out, sometimes you won't. Take it as a we're here moment. If you can't figure it out, it's just a here. It's like a little knock, knock, knock. Don't forget, we're here. Call upon us. Ask for guidance. There is so much power in knowing that as you work your practice as a witch or as a spiritual practitioner, whether you're a healer, a seer, or you do this just for yourself, or you do this publicly, however it is, ask for guidance, bring them in. I often think of it like a circle, like when I need a circle of support. Whether that is to come here and record a live video, whether that is to choose my shirt. I was 100% directed to choose the shirt that said Savage today. I'm like, on video, I'm going to wear a Savage shirt. And my body was like yep, be savage. And I'm like, okay. So that's actually the word I'm going to embrace today. And it all came into my body in such a strong knowing field that I know that that was from my guides. So setting up a practice, rituals, journaling, connection, regular ongoing communication, and remembering that your work is to receive. And I would love to hear from you in the comments below this video how you connect to your spirit guides. What experiences have you had? And when are they always ever present? Meaning, are you the person that always forgets your sunglasses or something inside the house and you run back in and realize you left the stove on? Thank your spirit guides. When little things happen that you realize, wow, I could have been in a bad situation. I somehow seemed to avoid it. I'm just a little charmed that way. Thank your spirit guides. They're there to protect you and guide you. And when a new door opens and you're not sure, like a new career opportunity or a new job comes up, or a job that you're in all of a sudden just starts to suck and you know you don't want to do it anymore and you're, oh my gosh, I'm going to go through a job change and this isn't what I wanted. It's not what I thought it would be. Thank them then too, because they might be showing you a way out to open a new door for you. They're always there. There is such power in bringing your spirit guides into your life. And I invite you to not focus so much on the who, what they look like, but instead just creating communication with an energy source that is from outside of you in. And of course, I focus a lot on the inner source. Our own inner knowing is important. And if you follow me on all social media, you know, I talk about this a lot. It is important. And yet spirit guides are outside of you, but they are witnesses to you. They are witnesses to what you came here for to experience. So they are going to guide you to that soul level purpose. Whew, power. So much power. Make sure you check all the information in the notes of this video to find me, to come join me in the Spellcasters, the Spellbinders Club, or to take a spell casting class, or to, step into the high priest, high priestess role, do teachings, do knowledge. And you can find me in all the places. And I will see you when I see you.